ever found yourself in, well, an interaction, maybe with a colleague or a family member, or even just someone you bump into briefly, and afterwards you're just left feeling completely, I don't know, drained?
Yeah, or confused.
Confused, right? Or maybe just really unsettled?
Oh, absolutely. We've all been there.
Yeah. It feels like such a modern challenge, doesn't it? Navigating these personalities that just seem to kind of leech the peace right out of your day.
And what's really fascinating is that, well, this isn't actually new. For thousands of years, ancient Stoic wisdom has offered these really profound, really enduring insights into exactly this, how to handle these difficult people.
Right.
It's less about trying to change them, which, let's face it, Stoicism would say is pretty futile anyway. And it's much more about cultivating, protecting your own inner peace, your emotional resilience.
Exactly. So for this deep dive, our mission is pretty clear, I think. We're going to unpack the characteristics of these individuals who, while they often negatively impact your mental and emotional state, and more importantly, we want to give you practical, Stoic-inspired strategies to deal with these interactions, help you foster healthier connections and just build a more positive environment around yourself.
Yeah, we'll be looking at several specific types of individuals that, if you look through a Stoic lens, you're probably better off not tolerating, at least in terms of how their behavior affects your own well-being.
Okay.
We'll dig into the specific ways they impact you, and crucially, what you can actually do about it.
Yeah.
Applying these timeless philosophical ideas.
Sounds good. Hopefully insights that can really empower you, not just to survive this stuff, but to genuinely thrive even when there's negativity around.
Let's hope so.
Okay, so where should we start? Maybe with one that's particularly insidious. The manipulator.
Good starting point. Yeah, the manipulator. This is someone who uses psychological tactics, basically, to control or influence other people. It's usually for their own benefit, and often it's directly at your expense. And what's really key here is how sneaky their methods can be. They're often designed to be hard to spot, at least at first.
Yeah, it's not always obvious, is it? Like, it's not always direct demands. We're talking about things like guilt tripping, right? Making you feel bad, responsible for their feelings.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Or gaslighting. That's a big one.
Oh, yeah. That really disorienting thing where they make you doubt your own memory, your own perception.
They might also play the victim all the time to get sympathy.
Or just dismiss your feelings, tell you you're overreacting.
Right, or disguise constant criticism as, helpful feedback.
Oh, and flattery, too. That can be a tactic, right? Build trust before they exploit it.
Absolutely, watch out for that. So what's the first step thinking stoically when you're faced with this kind of, confusing reality?
Well, the impact is huge, isn't it? Manipulators slowly chip away at your autonomy. They make you question your own judgment, your decisions.
Yeah, it leads to confusion, dependency, feeling powerless.
Totally. So from a Stoic view, the main strategy has got to be about guarding your rational mind, right? Your faculty of reason.
Precisely. It means refusing to just accept impressions or ideas that aren't true or that are designed to mislead you. Epictetus, he taught that it's not the events themselves that upset us, but our judgments about them.
Okay.
So by recognizing the specific traits of manipulation, the gaslighting, the guilt trips, you protect your inner judgment. You stop their falsehoods from taking hold in your mind.
That's a really important distinction. It's like recognizing the internal battle they're trying to start with you. Okay, shifting gears a bit. Another type we definitely run into is the chronic complainer.
Oh, yes.
These are the folks whose default mode just seems to be negative, constant pessimism.
Oh, definitely. And interacting with them is just incredibly draining.
Yeah.
Their negativity, it's like a sponge, isn't it? It just soaks up your energy, overshadows your own positive outlook.
So thinking about the Stoic principle of the dichotomy of control, they're complaining. That's external. It's outside our control.
Entirely. You can't control whether they complain or not.
So the Stoic strategy then isn't about trying to fix them.
No, absolutely not.
It's about applying that dichotomy to yourself. So setting clear boundaries, like limiting the time you spend with them.
Exactly. Limit exposure and maybe gently redirect the conversation.
Towards something more constructive.
Yeah.
Or just neutral.
Yeah, or even encourage them, if it feels right, to think about solutions instead of just dwelling on the problems.
Right. Foster a more constructive dialogue if possible.
But the main thing is protecting your energy. It's a finite resource, right? Protecting it is just self-preservation.
Makes sense. Okay, so speaking of people who externalize things, let's talk about those with the victim mentality. This is someone who consistently sees themselves as a perpetual victim. Like everything just happens to them. They feel helpless. Yeah, I can see how that view really stops personal growth in its tracks. It must create this constant feeling of helplessness, making it almost impossible to take responsibility or find solutions.
Absolutely. And it causes tension in relationships and teams because there's often blame shifting, no real initiative.
So how does Stoicism help us navigate that?
Well, this brings us right back to the Stoic focus on accountability and inner agency, our own power to choose our responses.
Okay.
So while we can offer support, the main strategy is to gently challenge their perspective, maybe by highlighting their strengths, times they did succeed, reminding them of their own ability.
Like showing them evidence against their own narrative.
Kind of, and encourage them to set small, achievable goals. Stoicism sees these as chances to exercise your will, to build that sense of self-efficacy.
Ah, okay. Taking small steps.
Yeah, and fostering open communication might help them see they're not powerless, that taking responsibility and collaborating can actually help them overcome things. It's sort of nudging them towards an internal locus of control.
Got it. Okay, so from feeling helpless to maybe being actively harmful, let's talk about the gossip.
Right. The person who's always sharing information about others, rumors, speculation, just, casual chatter that isn't productive.
Yeah, it seems harmless sometimes, but it really isn't, is it?
No, the insidious thing about gossip is how fast it destroys trust. In any group, any workplace, any family.
It creates a toxic atmosphere, right? People feel unsafe, judged.
Exactly. Constantly looking over their shoulder.
Yeah.
And it leads to misunderstandings, conflict, broken relationships, just a culture of negativity.
And from a Stoic view, gossip is basically an attack on what? Truthfulness, integrity.
Both. It's an affront to those virtues, spreading things that might not be true or that are unkind.
So how do we apply that Stoic virtue in the moment?
Well, you need to be mindful in your own conversations. Actively focus on positive, productive stuff. Steer clear of talking about other people's private lives.
Encourage direct talk instead of hearsay.
Yes, definitely. Encourage open, direct communication. Yeah. And someone comes to you with gossip.
You have to redirect it.
Gently, but firmly. Yeah. Redirect the conversation or even just state your discomfort. Something like, I'm not really comfortable talking about them when they're not here.
Okay. It reinforces respect and trust. You're actively choosing not to participate.
Precisely. You're not giving assent to impressions that aren't true or helpful.
Okay. Next one is, well, it's a big one, the narcissist.
A significant challenge, characterized by that excessive sense of self-importance, a constant, deep need for admiration.
And that profound lack of empathy for others. That's key, isn't it?
Absolutely key. They often dominate conversations. They dismiss other people's feelings like they don't matter.
Yeah, they manipulate situations to keep up their own image. And if you criticize them, even slightly...
Oh, they get incredibly defensive. Struggle to accept any responsibility.
It's just exhausting to be around that energy. So, applying Stoicism here, how do we protect ourselves? It feels overwhelming.
The impact is huge, you're right. People around them feel inadequate, frustrated, just emotionally drained. So the Stoic strategy focuses on recognizing that their actions, their opinions, all of that is external. It's outside your control.
You can't make them empathetic. You can't change how they see themselves.
Exactly. So your focus has to be internal, guarding your inner citadel, as the Stoics called it.
Okay, so practically, what does that look like?
It means being assertive, being really clear about your boundaries, your limits.
Saying no.
Practicing the strength to say no when you need to. And crucially, disengaging from their drama. Don't get sucked in.
Realize their need for validation is their issue, not yours.
Perfectly put. It's their burden, not yours to carry. Maybe even premeditate, Think about how they might react so it doesn't catch you off guard.
And prioritize self-care. Get support.
Definitely. Talk to trusted friends, maybe professional. You need to maintain your own emotional balance.
That's really powerful, recognizing what's theirs and what's yours to protect. Okay, that leads nicely into the perpetual critic.
Ah, yes. The person who delivers constant negative feedback, often without any real constructive aim.
Right. It's not helpful. It just tears you down.
Exactly. And that constant destructive criticism can really hammer your self-esteem, your motivation.
Makes you doubt yourself, stifles creativity.
Yeah, it creates this environment where growth feels impossible. People start shying away from taking risks or trying new things.
So the Stoic distinction here is vital, isn't it? Between constructive feedback, which is meant to help, and destructive criticism, which often just seems designed to belittle or discourage. or maybe make the critic feel superior.
Precisely. So what's the Stoic path when you're facing that barrage?
Well, again, it's internal, right? Focus on separating your self-worth from their opinions.
Yes, understand their words are just external impressions. They don't define your actual value.
Practice self-compassion. Remind yourself of your strengths, your achievements.
Absolutely. Remember your intentions too. And maybe proactively seek out feedback from people you trust. People who genuinely want you to grow.
People whose judgment you rationally value.
Exactly. Then you can see feedback as an opportunity for, virtuous improvement, not as a personal attack.
Makes sense. Okay, now for something a bit more dramatic. The drama queen or king.
These are the individuals who tend to exaggerate situations. They seek attention through really over-the-top emotional reactions.
The masters of the manufactured crisis. Yeah. Their behavior often involves creating conflict out of nowhere.
Amplifying tiny issues into huge catastrophes.
And dragging everyone else into their turmoil. It's like constant theater. How does Stoicism help us deal with that performance?
Well, all that drama, it's a huge distraction, isn't it? Kills productivity, disrupts harmony, people get caught up in the chaos.
Totally.
So the Stoic approach here is all about preserving your inner tranquility, your peace of mind.
So boundaries again.
Yeah.
Limiting your emotional engagement.
Definitely. Practice active listening maybe, but without getting emotionally tangled up in their stories.
And try to redirect towards constructive topics, solutions.
Yes. Steadfastly redirect. And cultivate your own calm, positive environment. Surround yourself with supportive, grounded people.
Basically, choose not to buy into the exaggerated reality they're presenting.
Exactly. Don't give assent to those impressions.
Okay, and our final type, the energy vampire.
The classic. These are the people who just seem to drain your mental energy. You interact with them and feel wiped out afterwards.
Yeah, you recognize the signs, don't you? The constant negativity, maybe excessive neediness.
Or they just monopolize every conversation with their problems. Everything is about them.
And the impact is real. It leads to more stress, less motivation, feeling overwhelmed.
It's profound. So from a Stoic view, this is really about guarding that inner citadel again, that fortress in your mind where your real peace lives.
So the strategy is pure self-preservation here.
I think so. Prioritize self-care. Do things that actually recharge you. Exercise, meditation, spending time with positive people.
Set strong boundaries. Limit time and emotional energy given.
Yes, robust boundaries. Be assertive about your own needs too.
And practice mindfulness, like notice when your energy is getting drained.
Exactly. So you can take proactive steps right then and there to restore your balance, protect your emotional health. Don't let their external chaos breach your inner peace.
Wow. Okay, so we've covered quite a range there.
We have manipulators, chronic complainers, the victim mentality, gossips, narcissists, perpetual critics, drama queens, and energy vampires. That's a lot.
Yeah, and each one, if you engage unconsciously, can really harm your well-being, your relationships.
Definitely.
And the thread through all of this, the Stoic approach, seems to be about the power of recognizing these types.
Awareness is key.
And then the critical importance of maintaining healthy connections. Connections that actually uplift and inspire you, not drag you down.
It's about being intentional with your relationships and your energy.
Yeah. Remember, surrounding yourself with positive influences and, carefully managing how you interact with negative ones. It isn't just nice to have.
No, it's absolutely crucial. Crucial for your personal growth, for your happiness.
So, as we wrap up this deep dive, here's maybe a final thought to consider. Actively using these Stoic-inspired strategies, protecting your mental well-being.
Yeah.
It's not just about dodging negativity.
Good point.
It's really about intentionally creating the space you need for your own flourishing, for your own personal empowerment.
Yeah.
So the question for you listening is, what concrete steps will you take, maybe starting today, to really safeguard your emotional landscape? Something to think about as you go about your day.